September 10th, which means that I still have 20 days before the Lettering Style Challenge begins. But because I'm teaching the course, I need to be ahead of time. I need to be prepared and have some of the prompts ready so I can share my process with my students. So I'm going to take you with me and show you a little bit of my process for one of the prompts. This prompt that I'm working on right now is prompt number 3, which is Ligature. As I am doing animated movies this year, I have picked Wednesday. So Wednesday Addams, and that's going to be the logo I'm going to be making. So yeah, first things first, it's all about doing the research. I'm gonna go online and check out my books on lettering and start researching. Basic sketch. I think I'm gonna go with this style. I really wanted to show you this because you can see there's nothing really perfect here. It's just very rough, and I'm just trying to get the vibe and kind of like just the overall composition, what it's going to look like. I've been trying to find a ligature because that's the prompt. I think I like something like that, the D and the A, the crossbar, the A like looping with the D. I think this is going to be very cool. I haven't really done any details on the lettering. I think I will do that in Procreate. I will experiment with the shape of the letter forms a bit more and make it a little bit more bold. But overall, I have a pretty good idea of what I want. Regarding the colors, I'm thinking something blue and red. So the red is going to be the warm color and the blue is going to be the cool color. I will have some sort of flowers, vine coming out of the lettering, and I'm thinking like a stone background, like a tombstone pretty much. 17th of September, which means that we are 2 weeks away from day one of the lettering style challenge. I wanted to share with you again some of the process, give you some behind the scenes on one of the prompts. I have already done 5 prompts, and to be quite honest, I'm not 100% sure I like them, but I don't know if this is what I envisioned, but it's part of the process. I'm pretty sure that in a couple of days I'll be like, it's all coming into place now and everything will make sense. But I'm working on prompt number 6 today, and the prompt is Interlock, which is a very interesting prompt I've never done before, where the letters work as a puzzle. So it's kind of like Tetris pretty much, where you can kind of change the shape of the letter so that it fits perfectly. So you can make, I don't know, the bottom of the L a little bit longer or the T a little bit bigger, and kind of have letters kind of fitting into each other, almost like a puzzle. I think it's gonna go really well for Tarzan, which is the character I've decided to illustrate. So this is my goal this year. I want to draw logos for famous animated characters and try to give as much character to those letter forms as possible, and kind of infuse the personality of each character into the lettering. I'm going to do some research first of all and start sketching onto paper like I always do. I know I show you a lot of the first step in my process, but with this one, I want to show you the final step. So at this moment, I've laid all my colors, I have my lettering, I have started adding a couple of details, but I want to show you how I do the final rendering, how I spend time adding those very tiny little details that you almost cannot notice, but that really brings everything together at the end. So that's where I'm at with this piece right now. So cool. Tomorrow is the lettering style challenge, and I will be posting my prompts from 9 a.m. in the morning in Australia. What time is it? 9 a.m. It's 9 a.m. It's exactly 9 a.m., which means we're going to be posting the very first prompt of the lettering style challenge. We are all ready. We've prepared the video, we've prepared the caption, the music, and I have also already started working on the next prompt. So I'm going to be posting on the day, so every day I will be preparing the prompt the day before and posting on the actual day. On that same day in the afternoon, I will be working on the next day's prompt. So every day the prompt will be ready, if that makes sense. So yesterday I was working on day 1, and today I'm working on day 2, even though it's just day 1. I hope that makes sense.
It's good. I like it.
You
Preview.
ready?
Now I need to double and triple check. Okay.
Okay, I think we're ready.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Chat.
Yeah. Oh my god. 1 done. 30 more to go. I just wanted to take a quick minute to explain the reason why I spent so much time and effort on a project like the Lettering Style Challenge. To give you an example, with this challenge in particular, I wanted to play with colors. I'm not the best at colors. For me, it's very difficult not to work with black and white. Like I'm good at doing volume, at creating shadows, highlights, and all that kind of stuff. But then when it comes to working with very bright color palette and mixing colors together, making sure the lettering still is legible and stands out with those colors, I find that very tricky. So the entire reason I did this challenge was to challenge myself using colors. I find that you learn so much better by trying a lot of different things. The challenge was just a perfect opportunity for that, because I had to play with colors for the characters, I had to make it vibrant, I had to combine different colors together and come up with new color palettes for every single prompt. So I had to work fast, I had to work quickly, and I have to really make it work no matter what. And I always want to say it's not going to be easy. It's going to be difficult to achieve what you want to achieve with your work. But I think if you push through without having to overthink it, without having to make sure it's perfect, because it's at the end of the day just a challenge. So when you force yourself to do that and to put a lot of work out there, that's when something clicks and something, I don't know, you just get better at what you do, and you start finding ways to make things work, and you start to discover solutions and things like that. And with my colors, I'm already noticing something that I just couldn't get right. I just want to show you an example. So I wanted to show you this example in particular because I'm like, yes, this is what I'm looking for when it comes to colors. Because with this one, you can see the gold, which is a very yellow tone, very warm, and then you have this very cool purple in the background. So you have those two complementary colors that work really, really well together. I just think everything just pops. Everything is just well balanced. The lettering is still super legible. You get the feel of the character. It's just the colors, I think they're so vibrant and they work so well. Every element has some purple in it, so the gold and the purple, they just, I don't know. I went through so many different versions of the color palette. At the end I was like, I'm just gonna go for it with that, and that just worked. I'm obviously still trying to figure out how to put that into word, what I've learned with colors and how to teach that. So my goal will be to obviously make a tutorial on how to choose color palettes, but then how to apply them to your lettering. Because I think making your color palette it's easy. Like, it's the thing that we all can do. Like, we can pick any photo, we can use color palettes from different artworks that we love out there. But then the matter is, how do you apply that to your lettering? Like, how do you make sure the colors work in your work? That's what I'm like trying to figure out and trying to distill. Like, I'm trying to find a proper method that I can teach you guys. Okay, today is Monday the 28th. We're nearly at the end of the challenge. I'm at this stage where things are going really, really fast. Like, I have 2 prompts left, 3 to film, 2 to create and 3 to film, and I'm at this stage where I don't have time. So I don't have time to finalize things, to make it more difficult, more complex, to change things if I don't like them, which is what I did for a couple of rounds when I was still starting, because I had a few extra days in advance. But now I'm at this stage where there's no overthinking. You can't take your time. You have to just do it and make it happen, make it work, no matter what. And that's really when things start to get really interesting, because I'm doing things that I know are gonna work. So I'm like relying on technique that always work for me, and that's seemed to help with ideation. So to give you an example with the colors, like, I always, when I'm like, I don't know what to do, I do like a bevel effect, because that helps me play with shadows on the shape of the letter, so that gives me more volume to play with and add like cool colors. So I always go back to that, and doing that in the challenge, like going back to the bevel effect and then adding colors to it, has helped me like come up with very interesting color combination. And if I hadn't had this problem, this issue of like the struggle of trying to make it happen in just a few hours, I wouldn't have been able to come up with those combinations. So that's what's happening. I think I'm very happy with this challenge so far. I think I've definitely achieved a lot of the things I had in mind. I'm going to today film the prompt for tomorrow, and I'm starting the second to last prompt. So yeah, I'm gonna make it happen. I already know what I'm gonna do for the last 2 prompts, so that should make it easy. But I don't know, because I have 3 days left. Maybe I can try something I haven't tried, but we'll see. We'll see if I run out of time or not. so I'm working on prompt 30 at the moment, which is Wonka, and I'm doing Ligature. But I wanted to show you a quick tip that I've been using during this challenge. I used it in the past, I've made a tutorial on it, but I wanted to show you again how I make a stroke in 2 seconds, because you guys know Procreate doesn't allow you to make a stroke. You have to draw it manually, which can be very time consuming during a challenge. So what I do is open my black and white logo in Illustrator. So usually the more sharp your logo is, the better. And I just select the image and go image trace, and I just use the black and white logo option. So that's how I do it in Illustrator. Of course, I also showed you how to do it in Linearity. But this technique is the same. So if you have Illustrator, well, it's just the same. Like you just vectorize. I'm gonna click expand, and you can see it's created a vector. And then I just remove the black, pretty easy. And then I have my logo like this. I'm just gonna change the size of my artboard. For some reason, decided to make it super tiny. And what I do is go into object path, and then I create an offset path. So it's just creating like a tiny little stroke around my lettering. I hope you guys can see. I think 3.5 is good. I might try 4. Let's go 5. Oh, 4 was good. Let's keep it nice and simple. And I'm gonna click OK. And then let's make it black so we can see. Can make it one big shape like that. So that has just like added a stroke around my lettering, and I don't have to manually draw that. So then I just go export as a PNG. I just save it on my cloud. So in my downloads on my cloud, just click OK. And now it's already on my iPad. So literally 2 seconds later, all I have to do is go into action, add, insert a file, and here's my little PNG. And usually when I do it, it makes it the exact same size. I don't have to resize it, but obviously I'm filming, so it's doing something wrong just because I'm filming. But even that is pretty good, and I have a stroke in like 2 seconds. Thank me later. My favorite cup. It looks like a mini cauldron, so that's why I love it so much. Today is the last day of the Lettering Style Challenge. I have officially finished designing all of the prompts. I still need to film the reel for the very last prompt for day 31, which I'll do after the live. So I'm just about to go live for the module 8 of Lettering Style Secrets this morning, which is all about doing a self-inventory where we're going to look at the work we've made, the progress we've made. We're also going to learn how to share a wrap-up post, a wrap-up blog post as well, and how to put everything into one piece of content to really start sharing more about the challenge and the work that we have completed during the challenge. I have mixed feelings. I'm still not processing that this is over, this is done, this is behind me. I literally haven't stopped working on this challenge, and my brain was so focused every day on the next prompt that now I'm like, what do I do? Like, what is the next prompt? What do I do next? Anyway, I'm really happy with how it went, really happy with the results, the things I've learned, the things that I have managed to experiment with. And I really consider every single piece as an experiment, an idea that I had and that I actually achieved and put into practice. And that's how I view my challenge. And I'm just super happy with the result. I will try and make a more precise video on the things I've learned, and I'm also planning on doing maybe potentially a mini course on colors, the things I've learned, and how my method for using colors and putting them into my work, making sure they stand out, making sure they go with the actual design, so they are like making sure the colors are meaningful and all that kind of stuff. But at the moment I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take some time off, spend some time just doing different things that have nothing to do with lettering and hopefully I will come back with new ideas and new things to do. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a different type of video for me. I'm planning on doing a lot more content, so if you have any suggestions, anything that you really want to learn, anything that you're wondering how I do, please let me know. I'm always happy to share about my process, share about how I make my design decisions, how I come up with ideas and stuff like that. So yeah, feel free to ask, and I will see you in the next video. So thanks for watching until the end, and I'll see you in the next video.